function. Polynomial function in the second degree, and it has two variables. In quadratic function, A, B, and C are real numbers. So then A must not equal to 0. Because if A is 0, the x squared will be cancelled. So we cannot say it's a quadratic function. Then we can proceed to Beckett's own.
Wherein f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c is in standard form, and f of x equals to a times x minus h squared plus x plus k form the vertex form. We have here example y is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 6. First, we must isolate the a and b of the formula. Then get their LCD. And their LCD is 1, so we will not change our equation. Then get the C of the formula. In getting the C of the formula, we must use the formula C is equal to B over 2 squared. Then we have our answer C equals to 4. Then place it in the C. In getting the other constant, we must multiply the C into our A, then get its opposite sign. Then we have here our negative 4. Then simplify the equation. And this is our vertex form. Aki boy.
The answer of Beckett's own, we will get it. Then we will transform the vertex form this to standard form. Now, this is a binomial term, so we can use any method like FOIL methods, but any we can use this comfortably. I'll use the FOIL method. Now, we must get the first term, x times x is equal to x squared. Then the upper term, xn, 2 plus 2x. Then the inner term, 2 times x is equal to 2x. Then the last term, 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Then we will bring down the other number that is not modified getting the binomial term. Now we will simplify this form. X squared is equals to, then we will add the like terms, the 2x plus 2x, then 2 to 4x. Then the two constant terms simplify into 1, 4 plus 2 is equals to 6 plus 6. Now, we have the standard form, or we can use, if it's not y, we can use f of x. It's just the same. Graph of quadratic function. Now, we will use here the vertex form. If it is in standard form, you must transform it first to standard the vertex form. Now, we have an example with the answer again, then the other answers. Now, we will use this. Y is equals to x is 2 squared plus 2, then blah blah blah. Then, if in some documents you need requirements. requirements. Now, we also need requirements here. Now, the requirements are just getting the vertex, opening up the graph, line of symmetry, domain, and range. So we can fully graph it, then we can fully understand it and some other things that we must understand in the vertex form. Now, in the vertex, first things first, it can be negative h to k or hk, thus, in case it means the negative h is the x, variable x, then k is the variable y. Now, in getting the vertex, this is the form. Now, we'll first know this. F of x is equals to a x minus h squared plus k. In getting the h and k, first we'll find the h. Now it is the 2. So positive 2, then to negative, it is equal to negative 2. Then positive 2 to positive k is equal to positive. As in rules of integers, we must follow it. Then our vertex is negative 2 and positive 2. Now, we will proceed to the opening of the graph. The opening of the graph depends on the A. As A is in the form of vertex form, we see it in here. Then, if we see the opening of the graph, if it is positive, the movement of the graph is upward. Then, if it is the A is negative, the movement of the graph is downward. So, our A in here, invisible one, we have invisible one here. So we can say that it is positive 1. So if it is positive, the movement is upward. Now this is the form of the subject. Now, if A is positive, then it is upward. Now the line of symmetry. To get the line of symmetry, that is the variable x, we can find also the h as in given in the vertex. As we have answered lately, and the h is here, negative 2. So it's so simple. We remove the h, then substitute it to negative 2. Now, the very simplest and easy type is the domain. As we have known, domain is like this. It is not pronounced as r. It's not denoted as r. So, first, put the capital R, then it has a sign like this. So, it means that here the sign for domain is, the meaning of this is the set of real numbers. So, it's like that. Domain is always like that. As you can see, if you have answered numbers and some test words to do. Now, we will proceed to range. This is the form that we will have to follow in range. There are two types, as in like in the opening of the graph. Then, if A is positive again, if A is positive, 1 over y is greater or equal to A. Then, if it is negative, y over y is less than or equal to K. Now, we will see again A here, and visible one, that is positive 1, so we can say that it is positive. We'll use this. A is positive, so we'll use the y over y is greater or equal to k. Now we'll remove this, then again, we substitute k to our given vertex, and it is positive 2. Then now we will proceed to the getting of the table of values so we can graph our vertex form. We will copy this, our vertex -2, and our y is positive 2. In the variable x, so we can apply the missing numbers, we'll get the consecutive numbers of -2, -3, -5. 5, -1, 0. Oh, sorry, it's -4, not -5. Correction. Now, so we can get the partner of our missing numbers of the variable y, as in like -1, there's no number here. We'll substitute into our vertex form here. -1, -1. Substitute to the x. -1 plus 2 is +1. Then +1 squared. +1 times +1 is +1. Then +1 plus 2 is 3. Now the other variable 0. 0 we apply in here. 0 plus 2 is 2. Then 2 squared is 2 times 2 is equals to 4. 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Now -3. -3 plus 2. -1. -1 squared, -1. Times -1 is +1. +1 plus 2 is equals to 3. -4. -4 plus 2 is 2. As in -2. -2 squared is equals to -2 times -2 is +4. Then +4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Now we will see that they are the same. As in they are like these two vertices are partners, then partners, partners. This is the only point vertex where the graph starts. Now, Karine will graph now our vertex form.
And +2. Then 0, -6, +6. -1, +3. -3, +3. -4 and +6.
For x equals to root or solution of quadratic equation. A squared is equals to b, therefore a is equals to square root of b. First example is 3x squared of x equals to 27. To eliminate 3, you have to divide it by both sides. And the answer is x squared is equals to 9. You have to put square root of cancel the squared. And the answer is x is equals to positive negative 3. And the answer of this is 4x squared minus 2 is equals to 62. We're going to transpose -2 to the other side. Constant term will become positive. 62 plus 2 is equals to 64. We're going to eliminate 4x squared and divide it by 4. We'll divide both sides by 4. 64 divided by 4 is equals to 16. It will become x squared. X squared is equals to 16. And then we're going to eliminate the square and get the square root of 16. X is equals to positive and -4. And the answer is x is equals to 4 and -4.
Quadratic formula. This is a formula. Negative b, positive negative square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the first example. X squared plus 4x plus 4 equals to 0. A is equals to 1. B is equals to 4. C is equals to 4. Now we will replace it using this formula. -4 is positive negative square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 4 over 2 times 1. -4 positive negative square root of 16 -16. 4 times 4 equals to 16. -4 times 1 equals to -4. -4 times 4 equals to -16 over 2 times 1 equals to -4 positive negative 16 minus positive minus 16 equals 0 over 2. Then -4 divided by 2 equals to -2 is the answer.
Think of two numbers that will have a product of 4 and has the sum of 4. these two numbers are positive 2 and negative 2. After doing this, you will write this. Then we have to transpose the two numbers for us to get the x. So the answer is x is equal to negative 2.
Quadratic function, second degree. Absolutely. Two variables consisting in it. All the way through it. Standard and vertex, two forms of it. If you ask me about it, 'cause I know that you are harder to get. Yeah. Can I have your paper to elaborate this? Say yes, 'cause you need to know. I'll give my answers till the day I know. Tough luck, my friend, but the answer's simple. Why you gotta be so nerd? Don't you know that in school? Why you gotta be so nerd? We're gonna solve this anyway, so